everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're looking for a nice side dish for a picnic or a barbecue, I've got a recipe for you today. We're making cucumber salad. Now this is nice and light and refreshing, and it has a little Thai flair to it. So I'm Rockin' Robin, and I'm going to show you how to do it right after this. Okay, let's go over our ingredients. First up, we have our cucumbers, of course. Now, you can easily double this recipe. I'm using 2 for my recipe for demonstration purposes. I've got some carrots that are shredded already. Makes it easy to put this thing together, very quick. We'll need some peanuts, which we'll cut just a little bit smaller. Some red onion, goat cheese crumbles. We have some rice vinegar, some sesame oil, some red pepper flakes, and those are optional if you don't want any heat at all. But it adds a nice little kick to our dish. And a little bit of sugar and a pinch of salt. The first thing you want to do with our recipe is peel and slice up your cucumbers. So we're going to do that. So I'm going to cut off the tip, and then I'm just going to cut the cucumber in half. So we'll flip these over, and we're going to thinly slice them. Now you want to place your slices into a colander as you go. Get them out of your way. Now that I got all the cucumber sliced, we'll move into the onion. So I'm just going to cut this in half. Peel off the outer skin, and then I'm going to thinly slice this as well. So I like to do some horizontal cuts, then we'll make some vertical cuts close together. Now I like my onion to be very small in salads. I don't like big chunks of onion, but if you do, you can make your chunks as big as you want. So I'm going to show you how to make them really small. So once we make those cuts, then we just start slicing very thin. And you can see how tiny the little pieces of onion are. And then I like to run my knife through it just a little bit more. Now that the onions are chopped up fine the way I like them, I'm going to place them in with the cucumbers. And you can see here that I placed a cheesecloth in my colander. Now the reason I did that was because the holes in my colander are larger than the little chunks of onion that I have cut up. Now what are we doing? Well, we're going to be adding some salt to this, and I'll show you that. We're going to take a tablespoon of salt, maybe a heaping tablespoon, and we're going to just sprinkle it over the cucumbers and the onion. Now why are we doing that? Well, and I'm going to work it in just a little bit so it gets down to the cucumbers. Okay, so what this is going to do, the salt is going to bring out the liquid in, or the water that's in the cucumbers, right? Because there's a lot of water in cucumbers. And if you don't take it out, what's going to happen is when you make your salad, the water's going to come out of the cucumbers and dilute your dressing for the salad. So I don't want to do that. I don't want that to happen because then it dilutes my flavors. So now I'm just going to set this right in my sink, and I'm going to let it just sit and do its thing for about 20 minutes. Now it's time to put our dressing together. So I'm going to take my rice vinegar and place this in a separate bowl. And our sesame oil. Don't forget, guys, you can get all the ingredients amounts in the description of the video. Just click where it says show more, and we'll add the sugar. You can also substitute honey if you want, so it's an equal amount. And this is 2 tablespoons of sugar. You can add 2 tablespoons of honey if you prefer. So you want to stir this up until the sugar is dissolved. All right, keep whisking. Oh boy, I tell you, that sesame oil smells amazing in this. It's a very strong oil, so you saw that I put just a little bit in there, and that's all you need, but it's really nice flavor. Okay, so the last thing we have to add are the red chili flakes. Now, again, these are optional. Like I said, I think they're really great in this. Go with maybe starting with half a teaspoon if you're not too fond of a lot of heat. And I'm going to go with almost a teaspoon of it. I'm going to set that in there, and we're going to let this sit for like the amount of time that the cucumbers and the onions are draining. And that way these flavors can, you know, get together and do their thing. So after about 20 minutes of letting your cucumbers and onions drain, you want to give them a really good rinse. We want to remove that salt if we can, because that was quite a bit. All right, and once you do that, then you want to just, give them a little pat, little squeeze. I've got the cheesecloth, so that'll be easy for me to just kind of squeeze out any excess, but don't crush them or anything like that. Just give them a little squeeze. So then place them in a large bowl and we'll add everything together and our salad will be ready. Okay, so now everything goes into our dish. I'll add the carrots and the dressing. Give it one more little stir before you add it and just pour it right in. Give this a toss. Got the nice colors from the carrots, from the red onion. Toss in those peanuts. We just give them a nice little rough chop. Just give it a nice little stir. And the last thing we're going to add, of course, is the goat cheese. So I'll just sprinkle that on top. And give it a toss. That's it, guys. This goes in the fridge. Get it nice and chilled and enjoy. All right, so I'm going to serve a little bit of this up in a dish here for you. Whoopsie, made a little spill. Happens. And like I said, make sure you refrigerate this because it really needs to be nice and cold, right? So I'm going to taste this and let you know what it tastes like. Guys, that has a very nice little Thai flavor going with the sesame oil. The peanuts add a nice little crunch. Really delicious. Got a nice sweet, just a hint of sweetness to it. And a nice little tang from the rice vinegar. Very, very delicious, very refreshing. You guys are going to enjoy it. So, thanks so much for watching. If you make my recipe, please share it and hashtag me over on social media, either on Facebook or Instagram. Hashtag me, Rockin' Robin Cooks. I'd love to see what you guys are making. And if you have any of your own variations and things that you like to add, I'd like to hear about it as well. And so would everybody else. So, thanks again for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.